What does really happen when someone is involved in an accident with an uninsured driver? I watch quite a lot of dashcam videos, and I see in many occasions that the driver who caused an accident is uninsured to the other driver, has to file a claim with his own insurance. I suppose that in this case there will be some legal ASEANs to settle for the damages, but in effect I can't see who will take the legal action. Is the driver who got hit that will sue the other driver, or is his insurance, or both of them? A few things happen. The first is that if you have the right insurance, your car gets fixed no matter what. It's the difference between liability insurance and comprehensive insurance. Comprehensive is more expensive, but it gets your car fixed in a wide variety of circumstances. The second depends on what happens after the accident. If you have a record of the uninsured driver, either they gave you their information or they sped off but you got the license plate, etc., then ultimately your insurance finds that person and goes after them. It may or may not work out in your insurance company's favor, but your insurance company has a team of lawyers and they will go after the uninsured driver. If that driver is a true hit and run with no police report, no license plate, no record, etc., then unfortunately nothing really happens. Your car gets fixed if you have comprehensive coverage and you go on with your life, probably paying a higher rate. There s more granularity than that in most cases. It's not just minimum liability or full comprehensive. E.g., I have uninsured motorist and liability well above the minimum, but I don't have comprehensive. My cars aren't worthy paying comprehensive for things like storms, but the uninsured coverage is for both the car and the potential medical expenses of myself or passengers, which is potentially much higher than the cost of the cars I have. Most people just know comprehensive better than any a la carte type setup because it's required when you're using the car itself as collateral for a loan. And if you don't have comprehensive or uninsured motorist coverage, you do have the option to sue the other driver. Unfortunately, people driving around without insurance typically don't have the cash to pay out any award from a lawsuit either. The neat thing is that depending on where you live, if you sue them and win, you can garnish their wages. Or if you really feel that you needed to, you could put a lane on property they own. Yes, very dependent on where you live. Unless it has changed since I left, in Texas, they won't garnish a paycheck for a judgment. Exception for child support or tax debt. Last accident I was in, over $1 million paid out. $3,700 for the damage to my vehicle, a motorcycle that was totaled. The vehicle liability is insignificant compared to medical liability. They really need to raise coverage minimums to account for medical liability. $25K will about cover a single broken bone these days. Great summary. I would just add that it's almost certain that your insurance company gets nothing from the at-fault driver. If they can't afford insurance, they almost certainly have no assets to take, or income a court could garnish. Comprehensive is for non-accident damage. Collision is what you'd use here. Normally you can get either or both or neither. You might not want it if your car isn't worth much, and the deductible will swallow any repair costs anyways. Comprehensive actually doesn't help you in an accident with an uninsured driver. Uninsured motorist coverage does. In some states, it's required, and in some, it's an add-on. Your insurance company handles your claim as if you were the claimant and takes the place of the other carrier.